everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is really exciting. I'm going to be talking about the first time I went to my new audiologist. So if you watched my Vlogmas, you would know that my first ever audiologist that I got when I was 3 years old, she literally diagnosed me, fit me with all my hearing aids, retired, and it was really sad and really emotional for me. And it was time a couple days ago to go to my first appointment without her, and we're gonna talk about it today. So I had kind of gotten over the sadness of her retiring, and I drive an hour to my appointment place and I walk in the building and it just felt different. I remember being in the waiting room and just feeling sad because I knew my audiologist wasn't going to come to that door. It was going to be someone new that I didn't know. My old audiologist did recommend her to me, which is the only reason why I went to her, and she came and greeted me and she was super nice, super friendly from the start. And then we went and we didn't go to the same audiologist room in my appointment that we always go to, and I was literally like clawing my hand to make myself not cry. I don't know why all of a sudden I just got so emotional going back and sitting down for my appointment, because it wasn't the same room that I had gone to for the past like 18 years. It was a completely different room in the building and it was just sad. But my new audiologist, she is so nice. I really like her. Like, she really took her time with me. She was training an intern and the intern did my hearing test. Now it was different because I'm used to my old audiologist voice. Like, I would take the test and sometimes think that maybe I was like cheating a little bit because I knew her voice so well and like I knew her little tendencies. So we did the beep test. Basically you hear a sound and then you press a clicker and it tests what frequencies and the range of your hearing. So I did that test and everything was kind of normal, and then she started talking and saying words and I would repeat the word back to her, and it was kind of sad because I didn't know her voice. It was a completely new voice and it was completely new words and it was just bizarre, but everything was kind of fine. And then my audiologist came into the room where her intern was giving me the hearing test, and they had a conversation because basically my hearing had gone down a little bit with speech understanding, and it is something that I have noticed while being out and about in my life. I have noticed a little bit of that understanding going down, but they couldn't determine if it was because I knew my old audiologist's voice so well that I would kind of just like filling in the gaps as we go. So they couldn't really get a conclusive test and know if my hearing had really gone down. So then they decided to play an automated voice. So basically, automated voice says the word. The voice is so monotone and he says it so fast. It's just so hard to understand. But they started playing that because they wanted a more regulated and streamlined test to really tell how my hearing was. And oh my gosh, it was so hard. And the test is harder because they don't accentuate the vowels or really like say the words. It's just like one word, super monotone. And I just like remember tearing up because it was just so overwhelming to me. I didn't understand the words he was saying. It wasn't my old audiologist like doing the word like we did. Like, I hate hearing tests, but she made them bearable for me and I got used to them over the years. But my new audiologist and her intern spent a long time giving me my hearing test, and they were really thorough and they did a really good job. I was just so like sad and emotional during the test, and I don't know why. I think I was just missing my old audiologist so much, and I think they could see me kind of tear up, so they were making sure that I was okay. But after the test, they came into the room. My audiologist adjusted my hearing aid to kind of make the frequency that I can't hear and like transfer the sound in my hearing aid to a lower frequency and one that I can hear. And so far the change has been working really well. It's only been a couple of days. I haven't had a ton of interactions, so I'll just have to keep testing it and see how it goes. So she adjusted my hearing aid. We took mold impressions because I've been noticing a lot of feedback, and basically talked to me about cochlears again. She said that in my left ear I probably don't qualify for a cochlear because I was doing really good with that left ear, but on my right ear I would probably definitely qualify for a cochlear. And then we were talking about how I miss out on things in conversations, and I was telling her that it didn't really bother me because I've had to work through that my entire life. And then she thought that I would work with a cochlear much better, but I have a lot of insecurities about getting a cochlear, and so that's something that I'm definitely going to look into, because you know, it would be nice not to miss out on conversations. I love to talk and just be really social and outgoing, and I always feel like I have to fight against my nature because I'm hearing impaired. So that's something that she thought that I should look into, and so I definitely will. But it was a really good, really productive appointment. I love her. I think that she's going to be great. She's absolutely the best fit for me, and I'm just so glad that she is my new audiologist. I wouldn't want anybody else, but it just made me so sad because I missed my old one so much. She was clearly like family to me. So yeah, I'm really getting teary and emotional just thinking about it. But the appointment went really, really well, and I think that if you are in the process of transferring audiologists, whether it be because they are retiring or you're moving and you're sad about it, just give it a chance, because there are so many people who are absolutely amazing at their jobs, and it's such an exciting field and things are changing all the time. So really give it a chance. But everything's good with me. My hearing is like fluctuates all the time, but it's never like good and great, and I probably will eventually get cochlear implants. I just don't know when that would be in the cards for me, because I probably only qualify for one ear right now, and I don't know how I feel about just getting it in one ear and wearing a hearing aid on the other. Like, I feel like that would screw my brain up so much, and I had a pretty bad experience with the Moors because it just gave me so much sound and my brain was just not having it. So if something like that happens with getting a cochlear, it just like scares me a lot. So it's something that I had to work through and really, really think about, but I wanted to make this video and document it. I felt really, really grateful coming out of that appointment and knowing that I got a really good audiologist after just seeing one person for so many years. That was it. I am going to continue to monitor my hearing, and if you have any questions, please leave them down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.